Hello guys, good morning. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, The Equity Trader. Today is 7th of Feb and the time, as you can see right now, is 10:08. Like I said last week, I won't be able to record my complete live trading videos this week. I'm trying a hybrid model, so I was slightly busy, so I couldn't start recording earlier. However, I'll just quickly update you where I stand in terms of my trades for today. So I took up HINDCOPPER early in the morning, which is, if you see, HINDCOPPER I took at 9:26 and it got the stop loss got triggered within 5 minutes. I'll quickly go back and show you the reason why I took this trade and what went wrong. So again, if you see here, it was if HINDCOPPER was trading in a narrow zone on Friday. It broke out and it kind of formed a support resistance pattern here. It was consolidating in this particular territory for some time, and this morning if you see, it gave a clear breakdown below this particular support. So I went for a quick scalp trade. Essentially my idea was that once it breaks out of this particular region, it's going to test at least these particular levels where the stock was consolidating yesterday, and once it tests this region, it can bounce and continue its upward trend. However, the breakdown failed and it formed a bullish candle quickly. I stuck to the trade and it went on and hit my full stop loss. And if you look at it on a higher time frame, which is the 5-minute time frame, it took its support right at the 10 EMA or 20 EMA, sorry. So this trade failed again. So again, after that, I took up my next trade at around UBL. Actually, if you see, it's in two orders because I traded it because UBL I did not intend to. I accidentally triggered it at the market price, so I did not get it at the intended price I wanted to. UBL I wanted to initially trigger at this particular candle because it gave a rejection from 10 EMA on 5-minute time frame. However, when I did a market order, it got triggered somewhere at 1643 levels. Again, the reason was fairly simple. This is a stock which I picked over the weekend. So if you see on a bigger time frame, which is a 15-minute time frame, it was forming a consolidation pattern. Today it finally broke out of the triangle, broke down of the triangle, and that is the reason why I shorted it. And again, it has taken, my expectation from this stock was that it will go somewhere to this particular level before giving a retrace or before continuing the trend, either way. However, if as you can see, what happened here was that after touching this particular level, it gave a sharp spike back up. Right now it's coming back to continue its downward journey, hopefully, but nothing is confirmed yet. Right now there's nothing to worry about because it is still trading below its moving averages and everything looks good. My initial stop loss was at this level. I have traded it to somewhere around 1648.45. I haven't set my target yet, which I'll do in a bit. So 1648.45 is the current stop loss. So if you see, my risk is now restricted to about 5.45. So it's less, it's about 100 rupees. So guys, I've taken up another trade. This one is on GODREJPROP. This is simple gap fill logic. This morning, as you can see, it opened above this gap, so I had this gap marked out. And if you see, this open which was in an already gap region, so I was waiting for this gap border to be broken here to confirm the downward journey. So after this candle closed, I shorted it somewhere around here. I placed a limit order and it got executed here. So right now it must be running in small losses. My anticipation is that it's going to reach till 1518, at least this particular level, before rebounding again. So I have given a 1:1.5 risk reward ratio here. Hi guys, so quick update, and Godrej Props is performing well. The price action is looking very good. Looks like it's going to give a slight retrace and keep on continuing downwards. Right now it is running in good profits, 130 rupees. And UBL on the other hand is still kind of struggling. It is trying to push forwards. I'm not too worried about it. I'm thinking of trailing. I've already trailed my stop loss to this level, so I think this is fine. The stop loss is good. If it has to continue, it may come back till here and continue downwards. Otherwise, if it does form a proper rounding bottom pattern, it's probably going to break out and complete the reversal. Guys, so I am planning to I actually have to just leave my house in a moment. So what I'm planning to do is that since I'll be on my way, I'll be driving and I may not be able to monitor these trades. I'm going to quickly trail my stop loss to cost in both my trades because they have given enough return. So if you see Godrej Props, it has already given me a good breakdown here. So even if I place it somewhere at cost, I think it's a good resistance area, because even if it bounces, ideally it should not go above this level if it has to continue the trend. Talking about UBL also, if it does give me a breakout higher than over this particular level, it's most likely going to hit the stop loss either way. So there is no point of sticking to this trade if it's going on the upward direction. So right now I've already made loss on one of the trades, so I'm just going to keep my loss defined to this, and then profits can of course be as per my originally planned profits. Hi guys, so end of day update. It's 7:20 p.m. as I'm recording this. So as you can see, Godrej Property hit my trailing stop loss and ended up going close to cost. HINDCOPPER was the morning trade which was concluded in the morning itself, minus 190, and UBL gave me my profit target, which was 264. So moving on to the charts for these particular trades, UBL, as you can see, I traded because of this triangle pattern setup, and it took some support from this particular region, but eventually ended up going down much further. But again, these falls are very hard to predict. Today it was in general a very bearish day, but otherwise, sometimes the closest point is the safe target to book. Then Godrej Prop, as you can see, Godrej Prop open gap up. My anticipation was that at least it will fill, even if not the full gap, it will be able to fill the majority of the gap. Unfortunately, that did not happen. It took some support from this particular region, which was the resistance, which was a mini resistance on Friday, and it went up back from this particular zone itself. So I exited it close to cost, which turned out to be the right decision in the end. And like I promised last time, since I'm doing it end of day, I have a full overview on what's happening with all the stocks. I have also shortlisted a few stocks for my viewers who that you can trade tomorrow. So I'll also give you the reason and explanation behind it. So LNT is at a very critical level. I'll show you why. As you can see on the last candle, a lot of activity has happened, and it is right at the support level. So going to 15-minute time frame, if you can see, first time it has taken a bounce, second time taken a bounce, third time it has taken a big bounce. So now this is the fourth, fifth, sixth time this area is being tested. So there's two things that can happen tomorrow. Either it can give a breakdown. If it does give a breakdown, just be a little cautious. If it does give a breakdown, wait for a proper retest of these levels before taking a trade. Alternatively, if it does give a breakout above this particular high, in that case you can go long, and your next target could be somewhere around 1920 levels for intraday. 1920, and the next target could be close to even 1950 if it's a good momentum day. Just keep on monitoring how the overall market sentiment is. Then Voltas also, if you see, was consolidating in this particular range. So either it can again break out and go higher, or it can break down and because this is also the support, so it can probably come till this particular level. So this and this could be target on either side. Now McDowell's is also coming close to its support area. So this is the first time support, breakdown, again went up, support, and now it could again act as a support. If not, then you can look at the down targets. If it does give you a breakout above this particular consolidation, this particular mini resistance, then you can wait for a retest and go for long opportunities with 869 as your target. And on the downside, you can see whatever the recent swing, whatever the recent support was, or else you can go, I think this could be your target on the downside, because this is where the gap border is. So this could be your target on the downside. And then we have Ambuja Cement. Ambuja Cement, if you look at the higher time frame, then Ambuja Cement has a resistance in this particular region. It was also a support if you extend it a little backward. So if support, breakdown, resistance, 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 finally it's testing this particular level again. It has also formed a trend line here, so if it does give a breakout, retest and take some support here, you can definitely take an entry on the long side. On the short side, again, if it gives a close below this particular green candle, you can probably take a small intraday scalp kind of a trade with this as your immediate target. And then the last one for today is going to be Guj Gas. So again, it has formed a beautiful structure here. Again, support, 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 support 5 times, and then you have your resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth time it has tested the resistance. This is on 15-minute time frame again, so you can go to a lower time frame for your entries. So wait for a breakout, or if it does wait for a breakout, retest, and you can go long here, and your previous swing high could, like, this could be your target, and this could be your target. 700 could be a good target for here, because it's a psychological resistance as well. So your target could be 1, 2, and 3. And similarly, because it has been consolidating for quite some time, if it does give a proper close below this particular region, a closing candle below this region, then it may go back to its support level. So you guys, you can take your trade accordingly. Again, this is just a basic concept on what stocks you can trade tomorrow. At the end of the day, do observe the price action, because live market is very different to analyzing it on today's day. At the end of the day, how the price action is forming in the live market is what is going to determine your entry and exit. So keep a close eye. I hope you like the video. Do click on the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and do hit the bell icon for notifications. I'll see you tomorrow.